Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. For anyone that's new here, my name's OwenAlec, and on this channel I do everything drum related. That includes drum covers, tutorials, gear reviews, tips and advice, that kind of thing. But I also do reactions because they're just a lot of fun. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then please do consider subscribing and hit the like button and the notification bell, all that good stuff, because it really helps the channel. Thank you very much. So today we're going back and reacting to Home Free with their song American Pie featuring McLean. Now, as far as I know, this is a cover. I think I know of the song American Pie, if it's the one I'm thinking of, but I'm not too sure. So we'll find out. And I think McLean is a well-established musician already. If this is his song, then I don't know. So again, just let me know in the comment sections below. So without further ado, let's jump in. As always, I'll be writing notes and timestamps on my pad so that if there's any interesting bits, we can revisit it at the end.
A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance,
very nice harmonies,
I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I delivered. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
It is the song I'm thinking of.
Boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die.
Yeah.
Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so, or do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul?
Chance has got such a great voice.
Can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig
Tim laying down those bass.
I was a lonely teenage drunken buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, but I knew I was out of luck the day the music died.
I started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove me Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone. That's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned, but no verdict was returned. And while Lyndon read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark. The day the music died. We were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove me Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, and singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die.
Loving the video production as well.
Helter skelter in a summer swelter, the birds flew off with a fallout shelter.
bend there.
And it fell on the grass. The players tried for a forward pass with the jester on the sidelines in a cast. Now the halftime air was sweet perfume while the sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up to dance. Oh, but we never got the chance. 'Cause the players tried to take the field. The marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed today? The music died. We started singing, bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove me Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Oh, and there we were all in one place, a generation lost in space, with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Jack Splash sat on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend. Oh, and as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fist of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night to light the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight. The day the music died, and he was singing, bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove me Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. And I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. In the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken. And the three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast. The day the music died, and they were singing, bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die.
What a genuinely lovely and wholesome sound, feeling, song, the whole shebang. That was just awesome. They had a bit of everything in that, in terms of like the really low bits, not in terms of pitch, but just kind of like everything coming down, and you had this really nice, slow, ambient kind of feel to it. But then you had these upbeat bits that kind of kept it interesting as well. And yeah, there's so much emotion coming across in this song, not just lyrically, but just the performance itself. As I mentioned at the start, I had a feeling it was the song I was thinking of, and it turned out it was. It's not a song that I particularly know very well, but certainly in the UK, it's one of those songs that kind of gets brought out at weddings and functions, that kind of stuff. I think even Weird Al did a parody of it. That was a good song, quite catchy. But overall, I really like the performance. I like the fact that everyone got their own little section, a little chance to shine, but it wasn't over the top. It wasn't just kind of like, you know, doing it for doing its sake. it really lent itself well to this kind of this kind of song. Tim, once again, you know, showing us his range. He was doing the basses along with Chance, and then he had in his solo section, you know, he didn't go super low, he didn't go super high. He was just kind of keeping it in that middle ground, and it worked so well. I like the fact that it started off quite chill, and then it brought it up into that feel-good rhythm. So let's just go back to that.
A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those
nice harmonies in the
people
background
dance, there. And maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me...
That bass comes in there, and it just like, you can feel it in your head. It's just like, whoa. And it just, the whole thing just lifts up, and it brings it to another level, and it's a really nice progression there.
Shiver with every paper I delivered. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried.
Nice and angelic
when I read
again.
about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside. The day the music died. So bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old
So many different textures kind of moving there.
whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die.
Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells...
So you've got that type of typical old style of just kind of doing it nice and mellow and that kind of stuff. And then when it comes in with that upbeat kind of section, it's kind of the newer flavor that Home Free brings to the table. And it's upbeat and it's funky and it's feel good. And yeah, I love the fact that they put their own spin on it like that. But then we can't forget about Adam Rock bringing in those kind of beats and stuff like that. That's what gives it that feel, is being able to have not just the tempo and that kind of timing, that double up feel, it's also the sounds that he's making. That's what really sells it. And yeah, he's done a fantastic job on that one. Then moving forward, I really like the bend that he does here. It's kind of showy, but then also it just fits so well, and he does such a good job with it.
The fallout shelter, 8 miles high and falling fast. It landed, fell on the grass. The play.
Yeah, really, really good, that bit. And then coming into this section where it's Tim's solo, I think, the drums change here. They actually kind of have almost like a slight drum and bass feel to it, where there's a lot of gaps being filled in here. It's not just a straight kind of dum-ta, dum-ta, kind of like a 1-2 feel. It's got all these different textures in between from the beatboxer.
Oh, and there we were all in one place, a generation lost in space. No.
So yeah, it's like halftime feel, but then there's a lot more notes in between kind of being filled in, and it gives it that drum and bass sort of feel. It's like a quite not heavy, but not your typical straight kind of AC/DC feel. 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of thing. It's got these little nice textures in between.
Time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble. Jack,
Then it doubles up again.
Jack Splash sat on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend.
It's definitely something that you can kind of dance to, and I'm trying to remember the original, how that exactly sounds, but I don't think it was quite as upbeat and funky as this, if memory serves correct. Please do let me know in the comments. But it does seem like something that if you put this on at a function or a party, it's more likely to get people up and dancing and having a feel-good time. But then when it does come back down again, it's not a mood killer as such. It's just nice and ethereal sounding. So they've done such a good job with this, as they always do, I guess. And then this outro, again, just kind of, not them showing off, but kind of showing off.
Drove my
Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
Some nice lows, ethereal harmonies.
Singing, this'll be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die.
And you've even got Adam Rupp joining in with some of the harmonies there as well. That was a genuinely lovely track and just what I needed to hear right now. But what did you guys think? Let me know in the comment sections below. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.